Hello and welcome to Finextra. I'm Emily Horler and I'm here with Howard Presland of Thomson Reuters, and we're talking about the management of third-party risk. Howard, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
Why should organisations be concerned about third-party risk management?
We're all working in a very competitive business environment where there is a great deal of pressure to do more with less, and also to do everything at a greater speed. And inevitably this leads to more outsourcing of non-core activities and expansion of operations and supply chains into perhaps sometimes unfamiliar territory. However, these organisations are also operating in environments where they're very much accountable for the actions of those third parties due to various legislations like the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act, the UK Bribery Act, as well as by consumers and broader civil society. So Thomson Reuters conducted an independent survey recently to really examine the scale of the challenges these organisations are facing with regards to managing third-party risk, and we recently made the results of that survey available.
So did any of the results from the survey surprise you?
There were a few surprises, particularly if we consider the regulatory environment that we work within and the increased levels of regulatory enforcement, as well as very well publicised financial consequences of non-compliance, as well as the impacts of reputational damage. It was quite surprising to see that around 63% of respondents stated that in fact winning new business was a priority, and as a consequence they might actually breach regulations. I think that this really demonstrates the pressure that professionals and organisations are currently under to really drive business growth and the associated risks that they are willing to take on that front. By comparison, of the companies who have found themselves certainly on the wrong end of enforcement action, around 92% had actually increased their spend on compliance. So perhaps a suggestion there that it's more strategic to probably take a preventative approach to the whole aspect of third-party risk management.
What would be your top 3 tips in regards to managing suppliers, partners and other third parties?
Well, within the survey, organisations certainly highlighted that the lack of available data was perhaps one of their biggest challenges with regards to mitigating third-party risk. This certainly highlights the need for up-to-date, relevant and very well-connected data. Secondly, I would say that it is very clear that organisations must conduct due diligence beyond tier 1 suppliers to really understand who they're doing business with, as well as understand any unknown risks that may be lurking in their supply chain. And thirdly and finally, I would say that it's unrealistic to think that we will eradicate third-party risk in the near future or ever. It certainly can be better managed with the right information, robust processes and tools, the right investment and appropriate resources. And critically as well, senior managers within organisations have to be truly committed. There really has to be a tone from the top.
Howard, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching.